Okay, so part 2, I still talk about dance, but I'm gonna be talking, my computer just did something weird. Okay, well, I'm gonna be talking about how I started dance. So I did not start at the age everybody else starts at. I started at age, 7, I think, or, 7 or 8. I always wanted to do ballet when I was little, but, it just wasn't, I don't know, I just, didn't do it. Okay, sorry, I'm putting it in 2x speed so I can, do everything, fit everything in, so yeah. Yeah, so I started at 7 or 8, I don't really remember, but I remember I started in ballet 2, and then the year after that, I moved up to ballet 3, which is usually not what happens, but I did do gymnastics before I danced, so that did help a lot. I feel like with, coordination and flexibility and stuff like that, and I have really good feet for dance. I know it's low-key kind of TMI, but my feet are, really good for dance. So that really helped. And then the year after that, I just did ballet, and in 4th grade was my first Nutcracker, and I was a little party girl, which that was really fun for me. And then in 5th grade, I was an angel because they low-key did not have anybody to be angel, so they just put random people in it. So it was really easy. But I was the only one who was both cast because I was good apparently. So yeah, that was really fun. I mean, I was not happy with my role that year, but anyways. And then the next year, in 6th grade was the first year I did lyrical. I started in lyrical 3, which that usually does not happen. Usually you start in lyrical 1, but again, skipping levels because I got teacher recommended for lyrical 3. And then so I started in lyrical 3, and then in 6th grade, I was Claire's friend in a Nutcracker. And then in 7th grade, I started contemporary. The earliest you can start it is in 6th grade or with a teacher recommendation in 5th grade. I started in 7th grade because it was my second year in lyrical, so I thought it would be easier, So I did contemporary and lyrical last year. I was still in lyrical 3 last year, which is not a surprise at all, with all my friends. And then I was also in contemporary 1, and then for Nutcracker in 7th grade, I was marzipan on flat. And in 7th grade, I did pre-point for the whole year, which I do recommend, but it's not really the funnest because it just looks weird, but it does build a lot of strength up in your feet. And then in 7th grade, I was in ballet 4. Yeah, I was in ballet 4 my second year. In 6th grade, I was in ballet 4 too. And then this year, I moved up, during the summer, I went on point in June. And then I did a bunch of private lessons for point with my friend, and because we both went on point together. And then so we did semi-private lessons, and then I had intensive, and I did the point classes on point, obviously. And then this year they put me in ballet 5, in contemporary 2, in lyrical 4, technically 5. So that's fun. And then for Nutcracker this year, I was a soldier on point, and waltz of the flower understudy again. I was also waltz of the flower understudy last Nutcracker in 7th grade. I filled in every single week, and then they couldn't put me in it because someone couldn't make it because I was in finale for marzipan, and they needed me in marzipan. I could have just done flowers for finale, but I don't get to choose that. And I forgot to mention, when I did pre-point, I just took the beginner point class, and pre-point, and then this year I'm doing intermediate point and beginner. So yeah, that was kind of talking about dance, getting ready. And yes, I'm going to take this mascara off my nose, but yeah, bye.